Can't fire you. It's a cat. Can't fire you. I've talked to the HR to fire you.
Aren't you HR?
It's a whole legal process. You got to do paperwork. So I can't fire you, but HR can fire you. I mean, I guess we live now.
Yeah.
Well, not live. We know what I'm saying.
Recorded. Yeah.
I want to engage with our members, subscribers, viewers, while we're all watching it live. All I have to say.
This guy.
That's all I have to say. It's been a rough week.
Today's been a very weird day. It's like when things don't go like as usually scheduled, it's like things just get thrown off. But
Yeah.
But how's the week been, man?
Started off rough. The whole hurricane, the whole storm, recovery thing, the whole recovery efforts.
Yeah.
Lost the whole bottom floor of my house. But yesterday and today, got it all sorted out. That's what the call was about. We had to get those disaster cleanup crews.
Oh, like FEMA and shit?
Yeah, well, not FEMA necessarily, but those people who do like fire damage, water damage, biohazard cleanup.
So they have to do like the insurance company and shit.
So it was like coordinating that with the people up in Jersey, making sure everything goes through, and then all said and done, appointment set, a whole nine, and what needs to be thrown out, whose stuff needs to get court, like what house and what unit needs to get addressed, who has the most damage. So it was like that whole thing. It's like this is the life of property owners. Yeah, it's like, and then that's the next thing was like the next reason why the conversation was so long, because we were supposed to do this on the floor.
Yeah.
Was how to prevent this. You know what I'm saying? Because like you saw the damage.
Man, New York and New Jersey area needs to have like a better like system. Like I know it had like y'all haven't had a hurricane in like years, but it's like any place on the East Coast, that's a hurricane can happen. So like we've seen hurricanes happen in North Carolina, Mississippi, all these other like East Coast states. So and shit's getting crazier to the point where like places are getting hurricane. Even Texas had a hurricane. So like
it's really bad.
Yeah, like things are getting wild. So they need to actually have a system because a lot of people had to come out of pocket because they don't have flood insurance. But people aren't thinking like, oh, we don't really. It's not like we're in Florida. It's not like the possibility is gonna happen. So why do we need flood insurance? It's like,
and then like it's a gambit too. Not a gambit. It's a grift or a scam, right? Because here's what I found out. Right, if you purchase a house like outright, like cash, and you don't owe anything to the bank, it's almost impossible. Like you can do it, but it's almost impossible to get flood insurance and certain insurances on your house. Because like the thinking is if you enough, I guess they're thinking is like if you have enough to pay for it, you have enough to cover the damage.
That's stupid though,
right?
So like, what have you been really saving up for a while,
right?
Just to be like, okay, I don't want to have to deal with banks, I don't want to deal with loans. The housing market's weird, so people aren't even giving loans. So let me save up and just boom,
And it forces people to stay under a mortgage or anything. Because like a friend of mine, because this is one of the fixes. A friend of mine told me you have to keep whatever your properties under a mortgage. So he pays off his mortgage up to where his bill is about $100. So his mortgage is $100. So he's paid it off and did whatever he had to do, so that every month he just pays $100. Because if he's completely paid it off, then he doesn't have flood insurance.
Or he has to go somewhere else to get flood insurance.
Yeah, or it all comes out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that shouldn't be the case. But that was my week. And then hearing the news of Michael.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that, but we want to send an RIP to Michael K. Williams.
Michael K. Williams,
aka Omar from The Wire.
Yeah,
probably one of the greatest scripted shows ever. Like one of the greatest written shows. Like I've heard like from one of my college professors. Like
said
I
that
took a writing class, and like he was like, you know, next to the Bible, The Wire is like one of the best written, you know, like pieces of writing. Some of the best writing came from The Wire. I'm like,
right.
Jesus Christ, like
I could see that.
yeah,
I
because
could
it
very
was
much see
definitely
that,
an
yeah.
amazing show. And then not only
Exactly.
that, but some of the movies he's done, you know, it's just yeah, like he was definitely a phenomenal actor. Definitely, you know, people now people are really starting to realize how much of a good actor he was.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, especially with Lovecraft Country, he was very good in that one. One of his most recent works, Lovecraft Country, definitely an amazing show.
His time when he was in with Anthony Bourdain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like there was like they did a episode stint when I don't know where Anthony Bourdain, either Detroit, Philly. He went somewhere, maybe even New York. But he went somewhere where Michael K. Williams was, and both of them had a conversation, talk about writing, art, like
Mm-hmm.
the art of acting and everything. Went through a meal and stuff, but like that in like that conversation alone made people even more love Michael K. Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like just them two engaging with each other. So,
I mean, yeah, and it's just like it even sucks more because like I found out that he died like on my birthday. And it's like, dang, like, geez, gotta count your blessings, man. I mean, and then I had like a wild week. I mean, I went back to Miami for my birthday. You know, I you know, spent time with the fam. You know, it was Labor Day too, so people came over. You know, we barbecued all that stuff. Then I'ma just say I need to make better decisions. Sometimes I just need to make better decisions sometimes. But it's my birthday, so I'm like, man, screw it. So I had work the next day, at 4:30 in the morning, and I had to work both my jobs that next day. Now, smart me would be like, okay, you know, around 8 o'clock when everyone leaves, let me just go. Let me go back to Fort Myers. You know, just get some sleep, chill before work. But then I'm like, it's my birthday. Let me do something. So I go out. I ain't hit the road to go back to Fort Myers till 1 o'clock in the morning.
proper time.
I'm tired.
Proper time.
And it's like, okay, maybe I have enough energy. You know, I'm not as tired. Getting on the road, I'm like, yo, I gotta stay up.
The longest drive.
Duh. And then it's like, if I swerved into a different lane, I'm glad that at night, Alligator Alley, even though it might be dark, it's empty. It's practically empty.
Yeah.
And hey, barely any cops, so it's like, if I swerve, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just go in another lane. Screw it. If I'm just
But usually there's only one lane.
Nah, have you been on Alligator Alley lately? It's like 2.
Oh, it's 2 now? I remember it being 1.
Yeah, but back in the days, like it used to be 1 lane.
It used to be, you know, going and coming.
Like either that way, like yeah, because it was a truck. Like Alligator Alley used to be like a trucking road.
Yeah,
no stops. Now that cars are like on there and everything, because it's much easier to get across.
Yeah,
they don't. It's like 2 lanes going each way, so it's it's different. But yeah, I'm like got back here around like 3. You know,
did you still go to work?
I had to. I can't call it. Got like an hour of sleep. Went to work. Super tired of work. I'm so glad that like my coworkers are like, yo. Like I even told them, I'm like, yo, I might not be here.
Yeah,
I might not be here.
Gucci,
but then it's like they saw I was like I literally went to office, took a nap. They're like, yo, if you need to take a nap, we good. We got enough people. Boy,
I would have slid. I was like, hey, let's
boy, slept for like that, like a couple of hours. I'm like, oh shoot. Woke up, had so much energy. I'm like, yo, let's finish this off.
But you did all the hard work already.
Like, come on.
We did all the hard work.
Then went to my other job. Had to take a nap there because boy, I got tired. But what? And then the wild thing is when I get back home, I'm thinking, man, I'm just gonna knock out when I get back home. I'm tired.
Took 3 siestas.
No, I'm like, yo, I'm not tired. What is wrong with me?
Took 3 siestas, fam. You can't just be out here just sleeping all day throughout the day. Yeah, like 3 power naps.
Wow. But yeah, man. I mean, hey,
it's
definitely one to remember.
Yeah. I just wouldn't have gotten to work. I've done that. I've sat in the parking lot and just be like, I'm not gonna make it this whole day. If I can't, like thinking about it too, just like, oh, yeah, I'm not gonna come in. Is that you outside?
Yeah, man. I'm tired, bro.
I just got back.
Go home.
Got back from where? From Orlando, bro. Like right now, like, I just pulled in. I'm not gonna make it, B.
Man, that's wild.
Yeah.
So, before we get into the show, let's talk about some things that's that's out right now. The new Marvel movie Shang-Chi is out. It broke the Labor Day record for for movies that's been out on Labor Day weekend, which is pretty good for Marvel. Mm-hmm. This is like if this projects how Marvel's going to be doing. Marvel's gonna be making a lot of money. Definitely, they might end up having a good case to buy out all the other Marvel characters from Sony.
Yep.
With that might be. And then, then you also have some shows that's coming out now. You have the new episode of What If, which had zombies. No spoiler. We're not going to spoil anything right now, but we're just going to say these possibilities, these alternate universes are crazy.
I heard one or two of them, the what ifs may correlate to actual like
comics or
like movies and series.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it might correlate with it
because like these what ifs are other multiverses.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So like the fact that we're seeing them, they're saying that Marvel
they might tie into like another storyline.
Yeah,
I can see that.
We may not get zombies, but you may get the 2 different Doctor Stranges.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From the previous episode, how he separates himself, because that's more,
or how the Great One separated himself.
Right. So that's more of a plausible outcome in the future Marvel movies or series that will happen. We said.
Most definitely.
So,
and then for anybody who has Hulu, is another season of Wu-Tang Clan, the American Saga. First season was fire. I know the second season is going to be something good. This time around, for the start of the new season, they dropped 3 episodes at once. So I know y'all know what I'm going to be doing when I get back home. But yeah, man, I can't wait for how this season's going to be.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. And then what's coming up? Something coming up. Oh, on HBO, if you have HBO Max, I believe it's HBO Max. But Maleficent. It's like a horror movie, and I think it's either produced or written by the people who made the Conjuring universe.
Oh, okay.
So people are saying it should be good, and it looks creepy. So yeah, most definitely, you're a horror fan. You got HBO Max, Maleficent. Definitely something you want to check out. Definitely something I might check out as well. But yeah, let's get into the show because we got a good show. Mm-hmm. Alrighty, for our good news today, it is a Phoenix couple pulled from a burning car by 5 good Samaritans in Lakeside, and they are now in Lakeside recovering.
Excellent.
Yeah. The video, I'm not gonna lie, the video is.
I'm not gonna show the
90s. In their 90s. Oh wow. That is.
I'm not gonna show, but they're in the 90s.
Nah, if you've seen the video though, the video's crazy. Cause literally, I seen a video like the other day, and like literally, whole car was on fire, and literally, like you see these 5 guys literally just go take, have to drag them by their hands and feet out the car, because there's so much. And then one of the guys was saying, "Yo, there was so much smoke that he didn't even notice that someone was in the passenger seat."
Damn.
So it's just, yeah. And as you can see from this picture, yeah, whole car engulfed in flames. So, I mean, it's very lucky that these 5 men were there to save them. And I kind of have something to say about how, like, I mean, it's kind of good that people were around to like capture the moment, but it's like some people be so busy thinking about having a viral video, like having it be played on TV because it's something they captured. But it's like, can you help them? It's like we just, yeah.
I mean, not to go play devil's advocate, but like I get why some people don't, like the people who don't record but still don't help, or like people who are just like, what should I do?
Yeah,
because like you get into the scenarios where it's like I have a family too, so if I go and try to help, I may not make it home either. Like even though like those aren't the scenario, like but like you can't do it, you risk it anyway. Mm-hmm. Like these, like they are considered heroes because you risk, like maybe not saying your life, but it's like your life you're giving up.
I mean, you never really know like what could happen because the whole car was engulfed in flames. Mm-hmm. Like if flames got into a certain part of the engine could explode.
And then that shrapnel, if it's like even though it's a gas explosion, there's still bits of metal, combusting you in the small parts or compartments. So like, plus the heat and then lung damage.
And like all that smoke too. I mean,
some people like weigh like a lot of risks and rewards and not reward in the sense of like money, but like in the sense of like, if I can save this person, how much would I like,
or just to like really like
sacrifice,
or just to have that, like some people just have that feel good moment, like I did something good,
right? Yeah. Right.
I feel like more like back then people had that feeling of like, yo, I want to do something good more than I just want to
be on TV.
Just capture this. I just want to capture this moment.
But it's shout out to these gentlemen who jumped in and helped. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I would. I can't say I would. I don't know.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah. I like to say that I would, being the fact that other people are going into the situation, more hands the better.
Yeah.
So like, especially because in my head, if it's like one dude there, I'm like, bro, I'm not. There's not enough time for just 2 people to get it. But you're saying you got 5, you get 6, 7, 8. You got enough people to like either flip a car, lift it, get some like jackets to like keep your hands from burning, and tip it up or something. You know what I'm saying? You have a faster time of getting the job done. So that, I think that's not saying that's why a lot like this they got saved. That could have been a.
I mean, factor. It's definitely a factor of how like they got saved, because I mean, with the video, you had like one person holding them by the arms, one holding them by his legs. So it's like it's easier to carry someone out with more people, but
and quickly further away. Instead, because like I know dragging one person is enough.
Yeah,
it must be hard, and you got to get some distance.
Then you see the second person is like.
Then you got to go back. How much time do you have to go back and get the second person? So it's like the extra hands made this so much better. And then not to put them down. 90's too old to be driving, fam. I'm gonna keep it 100.
I'm not sure about that. I know there are definitely some older people who, even though they're old, they still have their motor skills. They're still able to move around and stuff. So it ain't really age. It's just, are you able to do the basic,
Correct. Yeah, they are able to. But if you say the same reaction time to like other people who are crazy on the road, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone does. They do the speed limit. They don't. They're not really driving that recklessly. When they look and see, they're like, okay, no one's there. You got one of us, boom, and then we swerve, beep horns, startle them. You know what I'm saying? It's usually how it goes. I'm not saying they're too old, but I'm saying they've reached an age where Uber should be free.
Where they shouldn't. It shouldn't be necessary for them to really drive.
That's what I'm getting.
I mean,
I'll take my grandma anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like she called me, I got you. I'll cancel whatever I need.
I get that, but I mean, you never know. Like there are some older people who maybe their family's they're not that close to their family. Maybe they're
don't even make it a family thing. I'm saying like this is a service. Like if you got a cell phone, you put in your age and like they can verify whatever you're of this age, you should be able to hit up an Uber to slide anywhere. Because the other thing too, it's not like you're gonna be competing on people who needs an Uber ride. If an Uber company does this, you know what I'm saying? Where does an old person really need to go? They usually just
pick up the medicine, go to the grocery store, stuff like that.
Small errands to an appointment or something, and they back at their house, kicking it, doing something around their house like they usually are. So like, you're not. It's not really like a taxing thing to be like, hey man, I see you need a ride. I'll just drop you off. You know what I'm saying? They find another ride back wherever to the house or whatever near their house. Like almost in the sense like making the bus free, but like not even make the bus free. Like it's just one old person or an elderly person, and you see them on the side of the road. Like, hey, you need a lift, dog? Because I mean, I be seeing them walking in this heat, and I be feeling bad.
That might be one reason why that car caught on fire. Because they did. I've been seeing. It was like last year during the summer. Definitely like the heat. I don't know what was causing it, but there were like a couple cars like around this area too where it just the engine just burst into flames because of how hot it was.
Sometimes it could be the glue. Some glues can combust when too hot. Like, and it's only when it's like car's been run and then let it sit or whatever, and the glue's still heating up, it catch on fire that way. Because I know Porsche, a lot of sports cars have that issue.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, depending if these old people had a sports car,
I'm just wondering, like, is that like also another like benefit for like electric cars? Because do electric cars have that kind of issue as well?
Yeah, if not worse.
Well, I know like with some electric cars, if you crash too badly, it'll catch on fire.
Yeah,
because the battery. But it's like
the battery's the issue. Like if the battery starts to go, you can't. You have to let them all go. You know what I'm saying? Like because they're stacked up cascade batteries. So like when one ruptures and overloads, the next one overloads, the next one overloads. So it's pretty much a fire every time. So like normal battery, like electric batteries could like burn for like 3-4 days, depending on how many batteries. Like you got like a supercar or something, they be burning for like 3-4 days, and they have to come back and put the fire back out because the next thing will overload and go off. But that's rare that it happens though. That's that like you said, like a crazy battery damage for that to happen. It don't just be like a slight tap.
Yeah.
And they go. They test them. But yeah, no, electric car batteries, lithium ones, way worse. They be burning.
But yeah, most definitely this like right here is just amazing. Like I love like this is things I love seeing. Just lending a hand to your fellow person. So like a round of applause for these gentlemen. Definitely need more people to really yeah. Let's go on to the next topic. So we have our bad topic, which we were talking about this a little bit earlier, but we want to again say R.I.P. to Michael K. Williams, who was found dead in his apartment in New York City, and you know, right at the age of 54, he was discovered face down, unresponsive in his apartment, and you know, someone who called, they said that he was unresponsive and felt cold.
Drugs, yo, chill with the drugs.
I mean, I don't like. I understand that. Like, I understand why some people are kind of like, really just quick to kind of go to saying that it was probably drug related. But because he does talk about his,
Yeah,
his past, like in his past, he struggled with a drug problem, but
chill with
he's
him.
been. I mean, he's been clean for a while, so it's like it's kind of the same thing with DMX situation, where he was clean for this long, sober for so long, and then you have something like this where he had a heart attack, and now this one we don't even really know, but because of his past, people are just suspecting that it could be drug related. When I just feel like we should give people more grace. It could have just been he was 50. 54 is very young. It is young. It's much younger than people think, but still, at 54, and you had a drug problem in the past and stuff.
I feel like
your health could be compromised.
I feel like if you got clean after that and you found non-responsive, even if you found paraphernalia or no paraphernalia, it still should be considered natural causes. That's you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, and that's just the respect. Like, at least the person earned I remember the story he talked about how he went to a priest and the priest didn't know who he was, but people around the priest was calling him Omar. He was telling them how he needed help to get him clean and stuff. So it's like, telling the story and then people, and this is how he was looked upon. I give the man much respect for him to be as death when he was found with heroin. Bro, chill with. Okay, chill with that. It was natural causes, bro. Mm-hmm. Show respect for the man.
Yeah, and the same thing with the whole. And then, now people are really starting to really remember him for his performance in The Wire and other movies he's done, especially most recently Lovecraft Country, where he played that role to the T. I feel like that role was definitely made for him. His role in Lovecraft Country, and then also how he did a tribute for DMX and he rapped Slippin'. That was amazing in his own, and everybody was just like, yo, he needs to play DMX in a DMX biopic. like everyone could definitely see that, but now it's just like, geez. I about him. I like his story mainly because of the fact that he just kept it real his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Even with him being probably one, in a time probably one of a very predominant, or prominent, whatever the word is, actor. He
there's a protocol.
He was still a very I don't want to use the word humble, but just a very still a sincere person. He didn't let the whole Hollywood thing get to his head, nothing like that. So yeah, it's very sad that we're losing so many and it kind of sucks because I mean because in the 90s we had all these people, they're just really in their prime, but then it's they're getting older. As we get older, people that these celebrities we're looking up to are getting older. It's we're gonna see a lot more of this.
Yeah.
It's just the fact of life. Some might be able to live to a much older age, but we're gonna see a lot more of this. So even though it kind of sucks to really see it, it's just a part of life.
Not this though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, not this. You say that for people.
If it's natural causes, yeah, it's much better. But
not like this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at any age, I'm not saying there's an age where you can say that like it's good that they die. But I mean, like 80, 90s, 100. You know what I'm saying?
They lived. They lived a long, fruitful life. Hopefully, fruitful and fulfilled life. They can die in peace.
And not only that, it was reciprocated. I know at one moment in time, somebody said, "Thank you for your work." You know what I mean? Through the 100 years he was alive, at one moment, someone was appreciative.
But it seems like with Michael K. Williams, like he still had a lot more to do.
Man. It's a shocker every time. But the age, even though it's 54, you're like, yeah, he was old. Like,
nah, 54 is young.
Yeah,
you got like, I mean, you still got like Will Smith in his 50s. Still making movies, still doing it, even action scenes.
Yeah.
So it's like, age ain't nothing. Like they say, age ain't nothing but a number.
Like drugs or not, this death came across as like a Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It definitely came on that kind of level.
Where it's like,
you were not we were not expect out of anybody to have died that day. We did not expect that.
You're like, you ain't like we look at the death. Like, you gonna take another one, bro? That's better watch out. That's better watch out.
The Reaper, the Reaper is just wild.
He's just taking everybody. You're gonna have a target on his back. Yeah. So you just out here taking all the favorites, dog?
Yeah,
that's what's good in the hood. Bro,
deaths like this that really came as a surprise. Like not only just him and Chadwick Boseman, but another one that really came as a surprise was Robert Williams too.
Yep.
Especially that was tragic because it was suicide.
Anthony Bourdain. He's like, I mean, not just I don't feel like the hows or whys matter.
But it's just the fact that it was just so abrupt.
Yeah.
And
they're not here anymore. And you're like, what? What? They were just here yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That's the shocker for me.
Yeah. Just the fact that it's like
there was a comedian and Damon, I think it was Damon Wayne's friend, Fu Quan.
Yeah.
From All Deaf. He passed away. Oh. And there was like three people died. And one girl is in ICU because of a party incident of a drug. Not even a drug. Well, I guess you could say a drug overdose, but it was laced. It was laced drugs. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you should chill on the drugs, but at the same time, it's not fair.
If you are going to indulge in drugs, just be careful. Because
but at that moment, how can you? They didn't even know. That's where I feel like you should just not even touch the drugs anymore. If you can't make it yourself or grow it yourself, that it don't even make sense making a risk. Or they're just gonna lace it with stuff to kill people. That's what I don't get. How do you? Why lace the products to hurt your clientele? I don't know. The whole drug epidemic is can't fire you. It's a cat. Can't fire you. I've talked to the HR to fire you.
Aren't you HR?
It's a whole legal process. You got to do paperwork. So I can't fire you, but HR can fire you. I mean, I guess we live now.
Yeah.
Well, not live. We know what I'm
recording. Yeah.
I want to engage with our members, subscribers, viewers, while we're all watching it live. All I have to say.
This guy.
That's all I have to say.
It's
been a rough week.
Today's been a very weird day. It's like when things don't go as usually scheduled, it's like things just get thrown off. But
yeah.
But how's the week been, man?
Started off rough. The whole hurricane, the whole storm, recovery thing, the whole recovery efforts. Yeah. Lost the whole bottom floor of my house. But yesterday and today, I had it all sorted out. That's what the call was about. We had to get those disaster cleanup crews.
Like FEMA and shit?
Yeah, well, not FEMA necessarily, but those people who do fire damage, water damage, biohazard
So
cleanup.
they have to do like the insurance company and shit.
So it was like coordinating that with the people up in Jersey, making sure everything goes through, and then all said and done, appointment set, a whole night jail, should be readily available for people.
Yeah.
We just
release. Rehab should definitely be a first option besides jail. Honestly.
But yeah. I don't know. There's not much for me to say on this. It's just hurtful to see that, one of your favorite actors, another one of your favorite actors who just didn't have enough time to do more work to be gone.
Because honestly,
like Bernie Mac.
Oh yeah, of course. Bernie Mac definitely died young.
I mean,
even though he was like the oldest out of the king of comedies, he definitely he didn't even have his own special.
It's a hit. I bet you it's a hit.
Of course, it's Bernie Mac. He's done movies. He's done his own show. He's been on, Def Jam comedy. But to really say that, people really be trying to count, and I really want to have a comedy conversation about this, but people really be trying to count Bernie Mac out just because he didn't have a HBO special or any kind of comedy special,
like an hour-long special.
Yeah,
he didn't need it.
He perfected his craft. He didn't necessarily. He didn't need a
Lauren Hill of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need one album. You only need one stand-up. You just need Kings of Comedy to win it, or other ones,
or those few 10, 15, Jam, 20 minutes
comic view.
Yeah,
but it's like when you lose the greats like that. It's like damn. There's a guy from Tommy Boy. Adam Sandler, not Adam Sandler, but the fat dude from Tommy Boy.
Oh yeah,
I can't remember his name now either,
but I know you're talking about that.
Yeah, and what's called Ninja. So it's like when you lose people, it's like, man, you could have, there could have been way more stuff you could have enjoyed in there. Yeah, I don't know. Should we take a break?
Yeah, let's all take a break real quick. We'll be back, and yeah, let's just say this. Our next topic is just wild. Things.
Okay.
This is gonna be weird when we throw this at y'all. Okay. Let's just say that.
Take one.
Yeah.
All right, guys, and that's blah 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 yada yada, and you end it always with a boom. Okay. Hey. Thank you.
This whole time I was ending with a bang. I never did.
It makes so much sense.
I know.
Never did.
Well, guys, we got a special announcement from our own very Icy.
All right.
Yeah. The Iceman.
Bro,
Iceman.
All right.
Guys, we're in the dawn of a new 2000. Just came out of the closet.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
That was great.
Yes.
What's
My name is Icena now.
Okay.
You're a lesbian.
I'm a lesbian.
20 of your lesbian.
And it's Icena.
So,
Yep.
okay. Wait, so you went from being straight to a lesbian?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, all right. Wait, are you?
I only date girls though.
Wait.
So, okay.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yo, because you get maternity leave.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You get the you get to leave early.
I feel a cramp right
You know
now.
what I'm saying?
What?
This don't make sense, guys.
If we were on a boat, it'd be women and children first.
Facts. And we'll be first ones on it.
And you get the hottest girls.
Oh, hold on.
Think about it.
I'm the new
How many women are lesbian that are way hotter than straight men?
So you heard about the new Batman? I did not,
Okay, I can't take it anymore. Icy just fucking said he was lesbian. Lesbian? The fuck does that mean? Okay, he's talking about getting paid maternity leave.
I'm a lesbian too, so like what?
No, wait.
Damn, really? You are too? Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm a lesbian too.
Bruh, so am I.
Yeah. See? Hey, I see my boy. We on it. On it for real though. At least it doesn't understand.
Yo, I'm gonna use pregnancy leave, son. Oh my god, this is lit. Yo, my newfound glory as being a woman is profound.
Yo,
it's profound.
Divine feminine is
Facts.
I'm about to go home and have a bath.
Yo, why you hating, son?
Y'all are fucking cool.
I'm about to take a bath when I get home.
Oh,
No, you're not. I just got my first period.
Yo, that shit kind of heavy, son. What's up with this?
The studio, take one.
Yeah.
All right, guys, and that's blah, 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 yada, yada. And you end it always with a boom, okay? Hey! Thank you.
This whole time I was ending with a bang. I never
Yeah,
did.
it makes so much sense.
I know.
Holy shit. Never did.
What's
Open the door. Yeah. You read this
he was
last
naked. He was naked. He was naked, covered in blood, and then he shut his door. Shut his door and kept driving.
Yeah, your man said, ah! And then just kept the pushing.
I'm surprised, like, cause dude, have you seen videos of like the paint? There's actually an event in the Olympics called the Paint Olympics. And there'd be people who like
Yeah, I don't watch that.
Yeah, me neither. But I was shown a video where
Yup.
I'm just like, y'all just don't. Do y'all love yourselves?
That's
Like,
not a game. That's not Olympics.
does it work afterwards? Like, dude.
You can't have kids afterwards.
Hmm.
I don't even. Oh gosh, now I got.
And then it was saying that
videos, images going to my head.
it hurts watching, but he was saying that that voices on the radio was telling him to do this to save the world.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm not saying he's crazy. To say this, it's crazy. That's crazy.
This is why we push mental health, people.
Yeah.
Because
Get help. Man went on a GTA run though. Keep it 100 though. He said the first spike strip got the front of the tire. The second one got the others. Then he slowly
still
came
kept
through,
pushing.
He kept going anyway until we had to box him in. Homie wasn't going to end this one. Oh my god.
that is wild. I mean, did they at least stitch it back together or something? Like,
Oh gosh, nope. It was not immediately known if his penis was retrieved to be reattached.
well, it seems like he's still living, so they stopped the bleeding somehow.
They probably gave him stung or something. What?
Mm.
What? His charges are ridiculous.
Has a criminal record. He was arrested in 2020 for trying to steal 4 rental cars, including a 2020 Audi A5, Audi Q3, a Nissan Rogue, and a 2019 Chevy Malibu.
Solid cars, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Solid
Those,
list.
no, I mean,
Solid
I'm
list,
not gonna lie.
dog.
Those 2 Audis, I can see why you'll take a penitentiary chance to steal them.
What?
Like,
Bro, the new Rogue
the two Audis, like, man.
and this new
Yo.
Chevy?
Yo.
Malibu, sleep.
I mean, somewhat new. It's 2019. Still somewhat new.
Yo, man, your boy Wild.
But I mean, bro, like,
Q3 and the A5? Yeah,
dude,
why?
and Audi is like my favorite company of car company. I just love their cars.
I wouldn't steal those, but you would have had a better chance with the Chevy.
Man,
Chevy and Nissan.
I mean,
Audi's definitely low jack. Like, you definitely get a low jack. Yeah, why would you still rental cars too? They're positively low jack.
they are tracked. Obviously,
Yeah, they know exactly
And-
where you are when it's like, hey, you haven't brought the car back. What's good?
it's like we got your information. You know that
We charging you.
we still gonna charge you for the late. Like,
All right.
and then if it's after a certain number of times, it's like, hey, we called the police. You stole the car. Like,
They
you know
on
you
you
stole
right
it.
now. Huh? Yeah, we told him where he was at. And he got charged with 3 counts of attempted theft of property, resisting arrest, and attempted theft of services.
So he
What are
basically
services?
theft of services. Basically, I guess screwing somebody over. I
Like-
guess it's like, oh, you promise to do a service to someone, they pay you, you just don't do it. Either that or
Was he like a gigolo or something? Was he like,
I have no clue. But
like, he was supposed to fuck a chick and then he slid on her, went on a high speed chase, cut his dick off, threw it out the window, got rid of the evidence.
now
just
he
kept-
can't. Now he can't. Now he can't do it. So she's suing.
So
It's like
now
now he can't even perform what I needed to do.
Was that the whole plot? That's crazy.
And now he has a $61,000 bail.
That's nothing, bro. 10%. He's gonna pay 10%. You out. I don't know where you're gonna go. You ain't gonna go. That is just stay your ass here, bro. Why didn't you give him a bond? I'm like, bro, I'm not giving you a bond. Just go to rehab. Stay here. You're safer here. If I let you out, you wild. That is intense.
Oh my god!
I'm
He
gonna
said he
really-
had voices in his head telling him to cut his penis off.
I just want to clarify, not to be racist. Anybody who got the eyes like this, I don't trust. I don't trust no type of way. I'll keep it 100. I see your profile pic. If your profile pic, you smiling, but your eyes look like this.
Your eyes are like that. You just wide open, like
Yeah, look like you ain't got no eyelids. Like you worried and angry at the same time. I don't.
you just focus for no reason.
You crazy. Now, I can't tell you how many times I've seen pictures like this, and then
It looked like
months later, you hear some crazy shit happen.
It looked like Botox gone wrong.
Yeah, he looked like he was a wrestler of some sort. And he was on bad times. You know what I'm saying? Like WWE.
Dude, he looks like Edge. Got the same hair and everything. He looked like Edge. Honestly. Like instead of cutting his penis off, he could have speared the cop. Or something.
And he had the same look. That was a perfect name for him, Edge. Bro, you on Edge? Let's chill. Like, cause think about this. This is his pose. Bro, relax. Take a picture.
I am relaxed.
Like, all right, G. Just keep going. Whew. My man's wired tight. Yeah, that is intense. And
I don't know what could possess anybody to just.
I ain't got no more to say.
Just to say.
Wow, let's just see.
Just say, hey, sorry, buddy. Woo.
What was the end? Did they tell you the end of the plan? No, they just told me to cut it off. But what was the end of the plan?
Like, how are you gonna save the world?
With
Like,
the paint is cut off, thrown out the window. Where's the work?
like, how is this gonna save the world?
You ain't got no.
We still gotta deal with climate change.
If
Food
this
shortage.
sacrifice doesn't fix, if this sacrifice doesn't fix stuff though, I'll be real pissed for him. I'll be mad for him because he did what us couldn't. I mean, I ain't hear voices.
I mean, there's people in the Paralympics that will do that, but
If he heard
sober too.
if he was hearing voices and he went through with it, better man than me.
I
don't care what any voice
need to
says.
sue. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna sue the voices in my head.
No voice gonna tell me some shit like that. We all dying. I'll tell you that right now.
It's
Cut
like,
my penis? Cut what off?
No.
Send another hurricane. I ain't hear you. Send another hurricane. I ain't hear you. Nah, we gonna cut your penis off.
Nah,
If not,
man.
save the
You
world.
gotta save the world. Man, fuck the world.
Send another fire. I don't care. Another tornado. Earthquake, whatever. I don't. You're not gonna cut your dick off to save the world?
No.
Nah. Too much work. Too much work. You're asking me to give up something I've had my whole life. Me and him have been through thick and thin, man.
Literally.
Yeah.
Thick and thin.
There's times I think who's gonna make it.
Rich.
We got hit so hard.
For rich and for poor.
We've been in some fights.
Better or worse.
He's ride or die. True wingman. We've been in fights. He's caught me on spots, man, going up on class. Am I cutting this dude off? He's ride or die right now. Cut your dick off, save the world.
He's a real stand-up guy too.
I couldn't.
Like, I can't do that. No.
Yeah, you can't cut who? You got the wrong station. I'd have changed that bit real. What's on Spotify? What Joe Rogan's talking about?
What Joe Budden talking about?
What's T-Pain saying?
Put on that new Morium Mall.
This is not. Let me see what's daddy issues popping. I am not. Tony Baker got some good gems popping right now. Know that. This is not.
Hey, put the Breakfast Club on.
Yeah, something. Bro, the radio told me to cut my dick off.
Turn off the radio. Plain and simple. Turn off the radio.
Let's hit the last topic. This is what I was itching to go into.
Oh man. Y'all want a clue? Y'all want a clue about what our next topic gonna be? No. I don't think any clues gonna. Let's just. Again, bro? Come on.
But it's all the memes.
These memes don't work. But, yo, 90s babies, we had, let's just say 90s babies, we had some kind of closure in a way. So, what happened was, this is about to be 25 years of Blue's Clues. And it's like, honestly, a lot has changed with Blue's Clues, in these past 25 years. I'm still surprised they still got episodes. Like, what more can they find in this house? How big is this house? They can still find clues and like Blue, at one point, Blue was able to talk.
All trash.
So,
after Steve left, show went downhill.
I mean, I will say, a season or two with Joe was not that bad. But after a while, it just got weird when Blue was just able to be in his own world and just was able to talk. It's like, then things got weird when you found out that Blue is a girl and Magenta is actually a boy. It's like, so we've been saying, but then again, Steve never called Blue a he or she.
Yeah.
He always called Blue by his name or her name. Always called Blue by Blue's name.
He never said she or he.
Yeah. Always said Blue. There's Blue, there's Magenta.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. Pepper, Mr. Pepper, right? Pepper was a dude, right?
Mr. Salt, Mrs. Pepper.
Mrs. Pepper?
Yeah, Mr. Salt. It was Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper.
Mrs. Pepper was fucking cayenne. That's how we got paprika. I'm gonna tell people don't believe me. I know my seasonings, bro. Salt and pepper, you get paprika.
Hey man, come on.
Nah. And then screw Steve.
Come on now.
Yeah, I'm mad.
But yo, so basically this whole thing is that there was a video for the 25th anniversary of Blue's Clues, and Steve comes up, does a video where basically he talks to he's talking to the 90s babies. People who've been there as kids since the early days.
Where was he, bro?
The early days.
Where was he?
And basically goes and just says, hey, goes down memory lane and then says, then one day I left.
Bro.
And went off to college.
Screw Steve, man.
And
where was Steve when we needed him, bro? I don't need Steve, bro. I ain't need Steve when I need to go pick up some honeys. I ain't need Steve when I got my first kiss. I ain't never need Steve, man. Why don't he love me, man?
Now that's fucking acting. And where's Uncle Phil? Now that's fucking acting. But nah, on all serious note, he goes on and says, basically how 90 days been living their lives. Someone went off to college and literally said, hey, use his mind, took a step at a time, is able to do what he wants to do. Some of y'all didn't get that, but yeah. Then it just goes and says, yeah, he's been through stress, just like we have, been stressed for college, student loans, families, responsibilities, and he's like, and then goes and says to us 90s babies that he's proud of us.
Yeah,
and that we looking good. Well, most of us actually. and that we should keep doing what we're doing. We should keep it up.
It did.
And then for some of these babies, some people are, some people, I think some people were really genuine. I don't know how many people were genuine about it, but there were some people who were just doing it all just for the hype. And people are just saying that, oh my God, it made me cry. It was so heartfelt.
I didn't cry, but I got emotional. I did be like, all right, fam. I feel you, dog. I felt that hit.
It's like, dang.
That hit. You hit the fields. You hit here. I ain't proud.
Everybody said, oh my God. Like, Steve said he's proud of me. I'm like, has no one ever told you they were proud of you before? Like,
it's not about that, dog.
Like, come on,
it
bro.
ain't about that. It's the fact that we grew up. Steve was like a pivotal thing for us growing up. I mean, I ain't say I didn't fuck with Blue's Clues because I got annoyed when I would say, like, he's right over there. It's right there on the table.
He's like, where? Over there? Like,
Steve, stop playing with me, dog.
It's the same thing with Dora. Dora, literally said, where? It's like, where's Swiper?
It's right. He right there behind the tree.
Like,
turn around, girl. Turn around. You ain't
it's like, you don't turn your
turn your ass around. So like, I get annoyed really easy, just to anxiety me up. But Blue's Clues still hit, no matter what. And then like Steve was that when I remember when it came out. So it was like that was Blue's Clues was the jump. Yeah. You had Blue's Clues,
and now
you can too. And then you watch the stay in a painting, son. He was just so, but.
And then you also just have like now you got people like you got us like people who are like having kids and just watching old episodes and even new episodes of Blue's Clues. So it's like just keeping it going.
I think he was over in Afghanistan running psyops.
Let's go into the conspiracy theory that we saw.
He's hear me out. Yeah, that's
because apparently the episode where he left was around 2001, 2002. And then he comes back, which is basically around the time when people were going to Afghanistan and the whole Afghanistan war. Now that the war is over, he's coming back and he's like, hey. Which he was back for like 2 years earlier when the new season was coming out. So, I mean, I'm just going to debunk this whole thing right now.
Leave. Yeah, leave. We call that leave, dog.
That's
leave. That's what they call it. They call it leave.
You got like, I have not seen one soldier just go over there for 20 fucking years. Like he ain't leave after 4 years.
It's redacted, bro. It's classified, top secret. You don't know how many times he's been there. Hear me out. Blue's Clues, right, made our generation hella smart at seeing shit. Because we have to be hey, it's right there, bro. Stop. We pointed it out. You know what I'm saying? Our generation blew up seeing like things we need to see. And then he brainwashed us into that. So then he take the same training of brainwashing over to Afghanistan, gives them a new democracy government to like 20 years later implement a new government, but not these people now. I don't know who the Taliban people. You know, if they had a new government, pristine, comes back home, back to being Steve. So what I'm saying is he made an Afghanistan version of Blue's Clues.
So for all y'all who don't know the real story,
all right.
Anybody? I mean, I'm pretty sure some people know because I mean, yeah.
Did he be a musician?
Well, there was something that he did want to start. He wanted to like start something new. He wanted to like really. He was a musician. Was in a band. Also, he was going bald. That was also one reason why he wanted to put the show. He was going bald.
He looked good in the hat. Could just rock the hat. I'd have been fine with a hat. He left us for 20 years because he didn't have a hat.
Hey, man, shoot.
Come on, bro.
I mean, when you are...
You look for Clues. You could have got the Sherlock Holmes hat.
Which he did have in one episode of the other new season. But, hey, man, things happen when you about to lose your hair.
Bro, he left like 5 years and didn't come back from milk. He was like, Steve, I thought you was going to go get milk
and right there is like, and right now he's just coming back like, hey, I got the milk.
I'm proud of you, man. You did great.
Who was you? Get milk. Got the milk.
We've been gone for 20 years, Steve. You know what the fuck happened? You know what happened?
I've been through it too.
I want to hear that. Man, people, it was terrible. It was terrible, man. Then he just followed up with, I'm proud of you, and we all just, that's what was going through my head. I was like, he was going talking, I was like, man, what was that? Man, we could have had your guidance for 20 good years, at least 10 more years.
You know good damn well he was about to do this whole stuff for 20 years. This is not like Price is Right. You can't do something like Blues Clues for 20 years.
What? Mr. Rogers been in the game for how long? I don't want to hear that, bro. Yeah, the man who was painting.
Bob Ross.
Yeah, Bob Ross. He been in the game for how long? I don't want to hear that, bro. I want to hear that. Nope, I'm not even taking that. I'm not even taking that as an excuse. And I'm not even saying forever. Could have done 5, 10 years. So, I don't know. Something, bro.
But hey, man, this shows like Blues Clues is the longevity of Blues Clues is just wild.
25 years is a long time.
That's like the show came out when I was 2.
90, was it 98, 95?
I think it was like 96. It says 25 years. It was like, because I'm 27 now. 25 years ago, I was 2. So I was like, 96. What's that?
I was 5. I literally remember
we were kids.
Yeah,
like we were freaking
when this popped on the scene, son. The whole pre-K was talking about it. Yo, you sing Blues Clues? What? What?
You got the Handy Dandy notebook?
Fam.
You got your crayon?
Don't at me, bro. And the couch.
But dude, now this new age Blues Clues, they got a tablet. They got like a little smartphone thingy. I'm like, how you drawing that? Like, come on.
I get with the times. Don't call it Blues Clues no more. Don't
like,
call it Blues. Don't call it.
I don't know, but wow.
That's all right. So I'm just gonna keep getting angry that my man Steve is back now. But some of these memes though,
this is wild.
Some of them been funny.
You seen the one with the You seen the one with the Spider-Man one? Yo, get this shit out of there. I don't want to see that, bro. I think that's the British one or something. But
who's your man's, bro? Get your man's out of here. Yeah,
but nah, bro. Like
someone said, if now that Steve's back, if shit don't get better, you have to start getting a Ouija board to get Mr. Rogers back. Facts.
Nah, bro, y'all wildin'. I don't know that Ouija board shit. Y'all wildin'.
Facts, bro. I'm 100 feel though, but it's like if the world don't get better, now that Steve's back, you call Mr. Rogers. Get him on the spot.
Hey, we need a neighbor. We need a neighbor. Oh my god.
Like, did you say Candyman 5 times? Wrong neighbor. Wrong neighbor.
You gotta say Candyman 6 times for Mr. Rogers to come out.
Oh, that would be messed up. Yeah, but people are just crying when they said,
this shit, hey man, people just...
He still can do it, bro. He can do it today. Come on the show and do a reunion show. I'm a grown man watch that if I had kids.
Shoot, he did, and there was like that one episode where he came back and he's like, oh my god, you have kids too.
Yeah,
it's like, and people were just wilding. I'm like, yo,
it's just, I can't help but be angry at Steve just because he's been gone for 20 years when I felt like we needed him most. He was like the avatar fan of
when the world needed
TV.
him most. He vanished.
Daytime kids TV. Steve was the avatar. He vanished on this.
But what changed? Like, what was in harmony? What changed? Like, what ended up changing where we needed him? Because like
the nonsense
like,
that we have now.
Like who?
Shark the do.
Like who was the Fire Nation in the '90s when it came to Nick Jr.
People who make Puppy Pals, Shark the do.
You mean Paw Patrol?
Whatever. Whatever dumb kiddie show that doesn't make sense.
Hey man, hey, the shows that are out now ain't for us. It ain't for us,
right? And the kids are dumb. Throw on some Steve, and you'd have had a smart ass kid. He be knowing paprika.
He'll be
He
using
be knowing salt and pepper seasoning.
he'll be using his mind, taking things
Yeah.
step at a time.
What man and stuff? He be rhyming. He be having bars.
Oh man.
You
But yo,
run a social experiment.
We gonna end up going on a tangent with this shit.
Run a social experiment. If you have 2 kids or twins, give one only Blue's Clues. Give one these Puff Pals shit. See which one is smarter. I promise you, Blue's Clues will have your kids smarter. Yo. I promise you. And you're gonna do catch up with the other one. I don't know which one.
But yeah, man, this has been another episode of The Good, The Bad, and What the Boy. As you see, it's wild. But you know, thank you all for rocking with us. You know, keep on rocking with us. You know, TV Nerds Podcast coming back soon.